Bought a little time, lets it go. Caught. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. And now on second down for this offense. Goes to the option. He'll pitch it. And that might have been a bad read as the defense just swarms all over the pitch man. Stanford to the line on third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll get rid of it. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble but couldn't create anything there. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. What a disappointment. They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. Looking to throw on first down. Got the back over the middle.
Quarterbacks love the short passing game early in games because it really helps them get into a rhythm. So a nice job by the offensive coordinator giving his quarterback an easy throw, something he can see, and something that he knows he can complete.
This defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They'll give it to the back. Gets it past the marker for a first down, and that's the way we will wrap up the first quarter. We've reached the break, and it is Stanford holding the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. So they'll go back to work after... into the field. Handoff from the gun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. It's complete on the right side. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Takes it from the gun on third down. He's got it on the move. Doesn't quite make it to the first down, partner. He's a yard short. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. Needs it to keep this drive alive. No problem for the offense there. They just took care of business.
And you practice these situations nowadays. You know you're going to go for it on fourth most of the time. 4th and 1, you feel very confident.
Diving for the score, and the ball's loose. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster? They've been denied on 2 of their 3 previous... And he takes it in for the score! Stanford fresh off that big run, going back to work. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Tackle is made at the 30-yard line after he picked up 4. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Motion from the back. Second down, they'll go to the air. Bring in the heat. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. 3rd and long from the 30-yard line, in this defense hoping to knock them out of field goal range. Picks up the first down. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
Well, I'll tell you, it was a pretty dumb decision by the opponent to go for it so deep in their own end, and this offense now is making them pay for that. After getting the ball back on the 3rd play of the drive, they're able to run it, get the first down, and stay on the field.
Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off. He's knocked down. Looking downfield on first down. Hauls it in. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Line getting set on second down. That was a good read there. Not the biggest gain in the world, David, but take up the space they're going to give you in the zone.
Yeah, make it easy, man. Make the right decision. If he's open, get it to him, get some positive yards. Basically a run play.
The Cardinal come to the line, facing third and short. Firing to the right, complete. He stopped almost immediately. He didn't get much, but he didn't need much. They've got the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Black. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on second down. Leaves it with the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And there was no space, nowhere to go. That play went absolutely nowhere.
Sometimes you just need a dude to show up and make a play, and he did.
Sometimes you just need to block that dude. They didn't.
The Cardinal will have to boot it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? They'll start this drive with a pass. Quickly complete. He'll get it across the 30-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 32 as this offense is trying to do some work. They'll go to work in the air on second down. The quick out. Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to throw on first down. Going to take a shot at this DB. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Catch in the middle, it's Penn. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Looking to throw for it. A shot toward the end zone. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A memorable first half of football so far today at Norfolk. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside Ballard Stadium.
Nice, just enough. Get at the 27-yard line. The Stanford offense making it. Back onto the field. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical.
Free up the gut. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Cardinal.
And QBs love their big...
And now the offense will come onto the field again. On the move. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Oh, he's got a chance. He works his way to the 21-yard line. Not enough to pick up the first down. Stanford lines up to punt it away. Signals for the fair catch. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, third quarter. We want to run the...
Turning it on! That is just a gargantuan play as he has it all the way down to the 12. They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Still looking on the move. And he's in for the touchdown, but hang on just a second. There is a flag on the field. So that touchdown nullified by the penalty in the red zone. 2nd down coming up. Wants to go up top. Fires to the tight end. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Stanford comes to the line, and that 1st down marker is a long way away. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down.
Well, it's a great individual effort by the running back on that last play. It's 3rd and forever. He tried to get his team the 1st down. Not enough. Let's see what they do on 4th.
He got it. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be 1st and goal. This Stanford offense moving quickly down the field. Might be looking to run. Touchdown, Stanford! Quick strike through the air for the score. I don't know exactly what the... All right, let's get it. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
The Monarchs will line up to punt it away. He gets it up to the 34-yard. Here comes the biggest drive for this defense. They need this stop the way the rest of us need oxygen. If they don't get it, they're done. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Back to pass on 2nd down. Trying to escape and get it himself. Breaks into the open. Shoved out of bounds after a big gain. They'll mark it at the plus 42. Now it's a 1st down from the 43-yard line. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Got enough for the 1st. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Stanford gets set to snap it on 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Gets it out fast. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Love the location of the throw on that slant pass. Put it out in front of the receiver, put it on his face mask so he can catch it and try to advance.
Stanford with a lot of options here on 2nd and short. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, 2nd and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the 1st himself. Now it's 3rd down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
just drives it between the uprights.
Let's go. Right.
And they'll take a knee. We waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are so much fun. You've been practicing against each other over and over all through camp. Now you get to come out, start the season off 1-0, Jesse. Great start.
It was a great start for the winning team. Now, for the losing team, obviously not the way you want to get into this season. There were some mistakes with execution, and guys are going to have to do a better job individually. But that's why you play the games. You get to now go back to the drawing board, get back on the practice field, try and iron out these wrinkles. It's a long season ahead. A lot to play for.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Stanford University, a bastion of academia and the alma mater of some of college football's most legendary figures, Elway, Luck, Sherman, and McCaffrey. And today, the Stanford Cardinal will try to live up to that legacy. What an exciting matchup we have in store for you this afternoon, built around the pageantry, everything that makes college football great. As we'll see a squad from the MAC, the Toledo Rockets, taking on a team from the ACC, the Stanford Cardinal. For EA Sports College Football. This offense has it with really good field position. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. The Cardinal increasing the degree of difficulty after that last play. It's 2nd and long. Pocket breaking down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Stanford comes to the line, and that 1st down marker is a long way away. Throws to the tight end. Another incompletion on 3rd down. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. Absolutely center. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step too here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Stanford to the line, trying to convert on 3rd and inches. Gives it on the option. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. Solid run on the last play gives this offense another 1st down. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass. Under fire. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection. The Cardinal come to the line with lots of work to do on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
And the ball comes to rest. They've got a 1st down here to open the period. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive.
From the gun, give on the inside. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Looking to throw on 1st down. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Oh, he's got some space. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on 1st down. Zings it complete to the right. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. This offense has been sluggish to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Under fire. It's complete. And he will score. Touchdown. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. From the gun, running back on the move.
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they just don't seem to be on the same page right now.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Quickly to the tight end. And they knock him down. There was nowhere to go. Defense is swarming. They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. Trying to set up the screen. No, sirree. Not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. Stanford lines up to punt it away. He'll make the fair catch at the... They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. To the air on first down. Got his man down the middle. They make the stop, but the sweet pulling catch is plenty to give him a first down. Stanford quickly to the line. Wants to throw on first down. Quick strike complete. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. The give on the inside. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
It's great to have a physical offensive line that you can count on, that you can just lean on them up front and fall forward and get first downs. Man, what a comfortable, what a nice spot to be in if you're an offensive coordinator.
Stanford going back to work with another first down. Give to the back. Gets it past the marker. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Looking to throw on first down. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. He takes a chance and fires it across the field. And it's picked off at the goal line. They'll keep it on the ground to start the second half.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
From the gun, running back gets to give.
Well, by the offensive line, getting a good push there on second down, and you see guys bleeding into the second level of the defense getting a hat-on-hat to go get that first.
Grabbed over the middle, it's Penn. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Wants to go up top on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. So now it's second and long. Gives it on the option. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Cardinal will have to come up with a huge play to keep this drive going on third down. Unloads to the wideout. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have let him a little too much. And here comes the punt team. And they'll just down it right there. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. The Cardinal can be aggressive here on second and short. Extending the play. Got his man on the right. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Trying to pick it up on the ground. He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up.
Yeah, when you get penetration by that defense right away, and there's no way to cut at all for that back, he gets destroyed right away. No way that play was going to be successful. Way too much penetration.
And they got him. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. Tosses it incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open. That's why that one fell incomplete.
Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, they're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on third down in your own end. You're expecting...
The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. Last drive was a quick 3-and-out, and now time is even more. Pass rush. Welcome, everyone, to the farm in Palo Alto, home to the Stanford Cardinal and to legends such as Elway, Luck, and McCaffrey, all of whom went through battles like the one we'll see in this one. We've got a terrific matchup for you today, rich in pageantry and tradition, and it ought to be a fantastic clash. As we'll see a squad from the back, the Toledo Rockets, taking on a team from the ACC, the Stanford Cardinal. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Finds his target down the middle. They stop him just a length or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. Looking to fire. Pucks it out of the air. Hauled down, and they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Stanford wants to push the pace.
And the offense showing off this short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be second and inches coming up. Using the quick game. They make the stop right at the 30-yard line, but it's a 10-yard pickup and a first down. This Stanford offense moving quickly down the field. Looking downfield on first down. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Sends it back in motion. On second down, he'll try to make the connection. Just a short pass to the tight end.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down.
Timeout, Stanford.
They're in field goal range here on fourth down, but they're going to keep this offense on the field. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Oh, they're after him. Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of pay dirt. Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. The run from the shotgun. Stop is made at the 44, but it's a 15-yard gain and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to ride this running back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. It's complete to the right. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
Look, as an offense, you're always going to take completions over incompletions and interceptions. So the offense, they're able to make that 3rd down a little bit more manageable, but honestly, not that much.
Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. He slides that just inside the right upright. Now, there is a flag down on the play, but when you knock through a field goal from that distance and you're not going to get the first down, I think you just keep your points. Might be the worst-case scenario for this defense. Thought they'd held them to 3. Now the offense with a chance for more. To the air on first down. Tight end finds a soft spot. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. Get it out on the screen. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. At the end of the quarter, it is Stanford holding the edge. We put 1 in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. In the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the 2nd. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. From the gun, the running back looking for room.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. He'll set up to throw. And he was looking to the end zone, and they couldn't make the connection.
Well, the offense just trying to go with a little touch pass this time, down close to the goal line, giving it to the receiver and hoping his speed is going to be able to outflank the defense, but nowhere to run. Nice stop on the defensive side of the ball.
Huge play in the red zone. 3rd and goal coming up. From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown, Stanford! The Cardinal pen deep in their own end, looking for a little room here on first down. Wants to throw on first down. Can't hold on. He had him right down the middle, and he flat dropped him.
Just got to finish the play for the wide receiver. You got to look that one in and complete it. That's a bad drop.
Going to sling it on 2nd down. Quickly out to the tight end. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Flips it out on the screen. There he goes. He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Wants to throw again. Fires to the big fella. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They wanted to get the ball to the tight end, and they've already done it 5 times, and we're not even to the half.
I'm about to say mission accomplished. Yeah, that's what they want to do. Take advantage of the matchup, right? Zone or man, I like my big fella. I like using the tight end all I can. Great job working him into the offense. He's a playmaker. Find him.
Stanford at the line, needing to convert on 3rd and short. Got it in the middle, it's Penn. Still on his feet at the 45. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. This Stanford offense moving quickly down the field. Runs through the tackle.
Defensively, with all the space now in spread football, there's so many opportunities where it's one-on-one tackling, and it's really hard to do. It's hard to get guys to the ground that are so talented. That's why defenses have to swarm to the football, get multiple guys there. That's your best chance to not have broken tackles.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great offenses.
He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play. Stanford gets set to snap it on 1st down. Going for it all. Touchdown, Cardinal! They won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them, winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions.
They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And he moved it slightly forward. Defense played it well. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. They go to the ground. At the 45 on its way. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got him downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. He's looking to pass. Sets up the screen. And the defense doesn't let him get loose, and that's going to wrap things up here in the half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, after seeing that, sign me up for another 2 quarters there in Palo Alto. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. With that said, let's send it back to the guys on the farm.
And the Rockets will kick it off to start the 2nd half. And he'll just take him. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. They'll open the 2nd half on the ground. Got enough for the 1st. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. After a big gainer on that first play, now they can really go for it on 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back has it. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Finds his tight end. Still on his feet at the 45. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The offense has it 1st and 10 from the 42. Looking downfield on 1st down. He'll pull it down and run.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
And they can't make the connection. The Cardinal come to the line facing 3rd and short. The offense changing the play. Fires to the big fella. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. The offense set for a 1st down play. To the air on 1st down. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Gonna look downfield again. Rushes on him. He's got the back in the middle. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. It's 1st and goal as Stanford comes to the line. Forced out of the pocket. Touchdown, Stanford! Out of the gun, the inside give. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Here's a heat. He'll try to do it himself. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Offense in a bunch formation. Wants to throw on 1st down. Quickly complete. Still running at the 40. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31. Stanford going back to work with another 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Oh, better look out. Turning it on. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work. From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They'll try the run. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. He wants it all. Into the house. Touchdown, Cardinal!
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from this offense. Look, last week you found a way to win a close game. That's what you're supposed to do. But this offense looks like they're taking it to the next level, hitting their stride a little bit, finding out who they're going to be, and they've looked explosive today.
They'll start this drive from the 42. They'll leave it with the lone back. Past the 1st down marker and still running. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. The offense sets up shop at the 46 on 1st down. Takes a hit as he fires. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. They'll snap it from the 34 on 1st and 10. They're going to run it. Pulled down at the 29 after getting 5. Stanford with a lot of options here on 2nd and short. He wants to change this route. To the air on 2nd down. Finds the tight end. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown! The Cardinal pen deep in their own end, looking for a little room here on 1st down. They'll leave it with him. Got the 1st down, looking for more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the 4th quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force-feed you the football to try and ice this game. He's paying him off right now. That's a really nice run.
Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. The Cardinal increasing the degree of difficulty after that last play. It's 2nd and long. Gets it out quickly. Breaks into the open. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Got his man downfield. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. Would they go for a big play on 1st and 10? Looking to throw on first down. Works the middle of the field. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. The Cardinal, once feeling the shadow of that goalpost, now moved it out and putting a drive together. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. The clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Gets the back moving. He wants to throw it again. Into the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
Reese, I know you're a little bit...
Let's go. Break. Single.
They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
And how good does that feel, right? You've got the lead in the 4th quarter. The defense knows you're going to try to run the ball to ice the game, and you rip off an 8-yard run. They know it's coming, and they still can't stop it.
They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Now on 2nd down. The running back has it. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
3rd down coming up.
Now this team has consecutive wins, and when you start expecting to find ways to win games and you expect that you'll perform well enough to do so, that's really hard to stop.
It's a mindset, Reese. This team has it right now. You can tell their players trust each other. Big situations arise in games. They're looking at each other in the huddle on the sideline, expecting to make the play that's going to help them win games. This team incredibly mentally tough right now, Dave.
And you start to build that mental toughness when you start to string together positive weeks and you start to string together positive plays. Now you know you can.
Welcome to Chapel Hill, North Carolina, and Keenan Memorial Stadium, home of the North Carolina Tar Heels. And basketball may be in the blood, but football is certainly in the soul. What a matchup we have in store. It's still early in the season, but this is a major test for a couple of squads who've gotten out of the gate undefeated. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Stanford Cardinal, taking on another team from the ACC, the North Carolina Tar Heels. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and just... Going right to work up top. He's got him. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. They'll line up for a second down play. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Stanford to the line on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly to the tight end. Oh, he's got some space. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds. Stanford gets set to snap it on 1st down. To the ground with the back. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. This conference has a history of getting wacky, and the last thing you need to do is get off to a slow start in ACC play.
And what does everybody talk about every year, right? Like conference games, how much they matter, the familiarity with everybody around you. You can only start this one time, so let's bring that energy, bring that momentum. Who wants to start the season off right?
Well, the ACC is a conference that feels like oftentimes it just goes down.
It's a seam wide open. Guided out of bounds at the 22. Good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. This Stanford offense is humming, set up with another first down. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. It is true as he puts... The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. They'll start this drive with a chance to regain the lead, down 7-3. Off the play fake on first down. Complete to the left. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Here's the pressure. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. 2nd down, he'll throw it. They've got the screen set up. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Now the play fake. Using his feet to buy time. Trying to make magic with his feet. And they're able to make the tackle. The Cardinal come to the line with lots of work to do on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got a man. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Would have been a long field goal, 54 yards from here, so instead they'll try to move the chains. It's 4th and short. Oh, he dropped it just... Well, this is not what the doctor ordered in terms of starting field position. They're going to throw it to start the drive. A little screen to the running back. There he goes! They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. Out to the 35-yard line and a little extra breathing room with that 15-yard pickup. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Got his man quickly. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
looking to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. It's complete. The sophomore making a big play and hauling in that pass. Big play like that to open a drive just builds the confidence. Now first down from the 46. Pressure coming. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. He'll take a deep shot here. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down. Boy, guys, they got off to a great start with that big first play on this drive, but now a couple of incompletions. He's taking the shot. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down.
And you know they're going to go for it again on fourth down. At least you think they are, because early in this game, we've already seen them try to go for it on a couple fourth downs. They didn't get any of those. You got to find a way to stay on the field here. They've got to get their best playmaker on offense to football.
Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Going over the top. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9. They're dealing with a second and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Blasted as he lets it go. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left. One more snap coming before halftime. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. This time on target. Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Looking downfield on first down. He unleashes a long one. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, a magnificent broadcast so far there today in Chapel Hill. And it's been a dynamite first half, leading to a one-sided score right now. It's not over, but I think both sides know this is on the verge of a blowout. That opposing defense is inside its locker room right now wondering two things. What just happened, and what do we do now to try to make this respectable?
And the Tar Heels will boot it away to start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job. To stop at the 19. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. To the air on first down. Here comes the heat. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Behind the chains now on second and long. Finds a man on the left. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Bring in the heat. Didn't put much on that one, and it's incomplete.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Stanford to the line on third and long. Wants to throw again. Makes the catch. Turning it on. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. Stanford quickly to the line.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. Makes the grab over the middle. Makes the tackle at the 23-yard line. Give him 10 yards and enough for the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to throw on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
This offense able to generate a lot of points points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Unloads to the wideout. It's incomplete, and it also might be what is called a learning experience and one this freshman got away with. The Cardinal come to the line with lots of work to do on third down. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete. Now on fourth down, they'll settle for a field goal try. And this one splits the upright. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. It's always great to get points on a drive, but it would behoove them to try to get a touchdown this time around, Palmer.
They may have to get out of their comfort zone here too, David, a little bit and just start being more aggressive and take some chances, but that's what's going to happen for them to win this game.
Yeah, and when you're losing, obviously everything gets hyped. Everything becomes more critical. This drive is crucial because you've got to cut into this deficit and put some points on the board.
They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down. Got it set up on the outside. Still running at the 35. Great move. Now he's got room. Corralled and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wants to go up top. He's got an open man. Touchdown! Trying to start the drive with a pass. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
But we've got a close game here at the start of the fourth quarter, right? This team obviously is down, but they're not playing it close to the vest. Being aggressive, first play of the drive, trying to throw it down the field.
Found the sim on the left. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. And it's incomplete as he threw the helium ball, trying to float it in. So now it's second and long. Back to pass. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. Pocket breaking down. It's incomplete as he tried to lob it in with perfect touch. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. Trying to beat the D deep. In Chapel Hill, they love to say if the good Lord's not a Tar Heel, why did he make the sky Carolina blue? Glad to have you with us. Kenan Stadium in Chapel Thrill and home to the North Carolina Tar Heels. What a matchup we have in store. It's still early in the season, but this is a major test for a couple of squads who've gotten out of the gate undefeated. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Stanford Cardinal, taking on a fellow ACC opponent, the North Carolina Tar Heels. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese.
Let's get it.
They'll start this drive going to the air. Right on the money. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
And the offense here dialed up a really good zone beater. Give credit to the offensive coordinator. He called the right play at the right time.
And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. Running backs just have to be a weapon in the passing game, even for little dump-offs and checkdowns.
Yeah, find your matchups. I mean, you think about running back versus a linebacker. We like that matchup in space, and so find ways to get the football to your running back in space where you can break tackles and make things happen because they're just so dynamic.
Stanford going back to work with another first down. They'll run it from the gun. Got the first down and more. They make the tackle at the 36, but they're in plus territory now with the 15-yard pickup. Moving into scoring territory at the 36 on first down. Looking to throw on first down. He's got it. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Finds his big tight end. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. On third and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up fourth down. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. He got it. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack. Get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game.
Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. Stanford to the line on third and long. Makes the grab down the middle. And he'll run it into the end zone.
Let's go. Break.
He wastes no time and comes out throwing. He's going to take off. Keeps it himself and gets the first. Out of bounds right at the 20-yard line. Edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score. Just on the edge of the red zone. First and 10 from the 21. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Going to the running game. They make the stop after a pickup of 3. Ball's at the 18. The Cardinal come to the line with lots of work to do on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Serious arm strength on that third down pass, but it's incomplete. Now on fourth down, they'll try to come away with 3. And it's no good. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. A bit frustrating to miss that short field goal the last time they had it, but this time around, see if they can redeem themselves. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. The Cardinal increase increasing the degree of difficulty after that last play. It's 2nd and long. Under fire. And the quarterback goes down, but there is a penalty marker right at the line of scrimmage, and this may go against the defense.
Yeah, and you see some people get upset with offsides on the defense. I call it the cost of doing business. It's just part of being great off the football. Sometimes you'll guess, and sometimes you'll be wrong. The first one is always on me, Coach, and then the second one, usually he takes me out of the game.
Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to scramble. Got out of trouble and throws. Oh, and it's picked off. And he finds enough running room, and he's marked down at the 20. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Oh, they're after him. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. The quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Forced out of bounds right at the 20-yard line, and that's the kind of play that can really get a drive going. The Cardinal will have to boot it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Fair catch is brought in at the 40. Their own end zone nipping at their heels as they start this drive from their own 2. Give to the running back. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Pass is incomplete, and by this stage of his career, you'd think a junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football.
That's a good example of a good pass rush affecting the quarterback's rhythm. He wasn't able to just take his steps and throw with his feet underneath him on balance. He was forced to move, forced to escape the pocket, and right away everything fell apart with the accuracy and obviously not on the same page with his weapon.
Setting up the screen. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective. Stanford gets set to snap it on 1st down. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Quickly out to the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this 1st down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Finds his big tight end. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. A strike downfield. Gets it inside the 40, brought down at the 39, and they can stop the clock. They've already converted a couple of times on this drive. Now 1st and 10 from their own 39. Wide open downfield. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Some crossing routes are designed to beat man coverage. That one worked out pretty well in zone. Nice job by the QB and receiver being on the same page, finding a soft spot, and getting the completion.
They knock him down, but he gets enough to give Stanford a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. The Cardinal penned deep in their own end, looking for a little room here on 1st down. Running back searching for a hole. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? The give to the tailback. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Stanford to the line on 3rd and long. Leaves it with the running back. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. They bring the punter onto the field now. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. A fair catch is called. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Caught over the middle. It's Penn. Defense covering it up and not letting. They'll run it from the gun. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. Stanford wants to push the pace.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Moves away as he feels pressure. Fires to the tight end. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Gets it out fast. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They send the tight end in motion. Looking downfield on 1st down. Got it behind the line. It's Davis. Inside the 25. Out of bounds right at the 20-yard line. Edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score. Guys, we've reached the end of the period, and North Carolina's on top. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They'll go back to work with a 1st down in the final period. Wants to throw it. Looking to the big tight end. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
Unfortunate with that incompletion. Quarterback and his intended target not on the same page.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Makes the grab. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
Now, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times, those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those.
Touchdown, Cardinal! He wants to start this drive with a pass. Gets it to him on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. The Cardinal increasing the degree of difficulty after that last play. It's 2nd and long. Got his man on the outside. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Certain moments in the game you know are just a little bit bigger. Here's one of them. Big play coming on 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
After that incompletion here, tied in the 4th quarter, you've got a decision to make with this field position. Do you want to stay aggressive and try and go win this game now and bleed a little bit more clock? Or do you trust your defense if you punt this away to get you the ball back so you can still win?
Hauls it in, looking for space. Tries to find the... They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. To the air on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Black. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. First and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Buys a little time with his feet. Fires to the big fella. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. And here comes the offense on second down. Wants to go up top. Finds his big tight end. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Stanford going back to work with another first down. They're going to run it. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And if they're going to run the football late in the game in this situation, not that close to scoring zone, then they've got to take a timeout here. You've got to make sure you save as much time as possible and communicate with your quarterback.
And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Defense will take a timeout with 28 seconds left. So now we'll line up for one of the biggest kicks of this game. And this one can draw us even in the final moments. He's got it. Showing off that big leg from 47 yards out. They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. Might be changing the route. They'll start this drive going to the air. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. 3rd down in overtime. They have to keep the drive alive and try to get it in the house. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Their pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. 4th and long, and they have to pick it up to keep their chances alive. On 4th down, looking to pass. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. 1st and goal in overtime, and they have to answer with a touchdown. Wants to go up top. Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown, Stanford! First play of the first possession of OT. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Under fire. He's going to run it. They get him on the ground. Didn't see anything downfield, but made a little something out of it. Just a couple they need to pick up here on 3rd and short in overtime. Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28. They'll try to strike first with a field goal in overtime. It's blocked. Came up huge in overtime. This is one of the best games we've called this season. A thriller, and it comes down to the wire here in overtime.
I could watch these two teams play another 6 times this year, just back and forth, trading blows, offenses coming up with explosive plays, big hits all over the field. David, this is what college football is all about.
No doubt. I love your excitement. But where's the defensive mentions? Some good defense out there, too, there, homeboy. I know it's not just offenses that get you excited. Some defensive plays, too. Nip and tuck the whole game. Decided in overtime. Crushing loss.
That's good.